Hey guys, it's Shakes, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to improve your aim in CSGO dramatically. But if you replicate the things that I do in this video, then in no time you're going to be improving your aim really quickly. Let's not waste any more time though. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to Workshop Maps in the little play thing in CSGO, then go to Visit Workshop. It's going to open up the web browser in the Steam overlay, and then once you go into here, just click on this little text box and type in aim bots with a Z. After you've done that, sort by most popular, and then go to all time, and then you'll see aim bots training. It's going to be by this guy, Mr. Something. I don't know. Anyway, just go to aimbots training, make sure it's this one so it looks like this. And once you realize that this is indeed the correct map, just scroll down and hit the subscribe button. You should also do that for my channel, but you know, that's a given. Anyway, once you have done that, you can just alt-tab back into the game, and you should look for wherever it has the aimbots map. Just click go, and then go to custom, and then click go again, and you'll jump into the map. Now once you've landed inside of the map, you're going to see there's a bunch of bots just standing idly still, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shoot them. I don't know why it had a lag spike there, but whatever. You're just going to want to headshot them and just practice being able to hit them as quickly as possible and as accurately as possible. There's a bunch of different guns if you want to practice with other weapons like the USP, but obviously they all have helmets, so you're not going to be able to one-tap them, but you can change that setting if you want to. There's a bunch of different settings, as you can see. You can turn the HUD off, you can turn the sky off. I don't know why you want the sky off, really. FPS boost is also pretty good if you don't have a very good computer, because it turns off stuff that's really unneeded. And yeah, just practice with whatever gun you think you're going to need the most practice with. Most people will go with AK because, you know, it's pretty accurate at long ranges, and, you know, it's a one-shot, so it's good to practice headshots with. And also the other popular guns like the M4, just so you understand how to be able to kill people from distances with the M4 as well, because obviously both guns are needed to learn how to use them. And generally, to improve your aim, what you can do is just try to kill as many people as quick as possible. Just go and shoot and try to get as many headshots as you can as quick as possible. And you may not realize it, but the more you do this, the better your flicks are going to be, so that you can hit your flicks and flick across the screen to be able to hit whoever you need to. Because without this map, obviously, the only flicking you're going to be able to do is kind of when the situation actually arises, when someone actually comes around the corner. And if that's the only opportunity you have to practice your flicks, then you're not going to have enough practice to be able to consistently flick and consistently do well in that. Not only that, but obviously your recoil control, you can test out your recoil from different distances, like over there. Usually it's going to be pretty hard to control your recoil, but if you just practice and kind of get used to it, then you can really understand how to control your recoil from farther distances. And actually a super useful thing to do, I forgot to mention, is to actually wall off some sides, because turning all the way around is not always needed in the game. You're not going to be always doing 180s quickly. So what I recommend doing is actually just clicking this thing, and this thing, and this thing. And it should put up walls, so they're gonna die, sadly. Rip the bots. And you're only gonna have one place. You can also set how far they are, in case you don't want to like practice sniping. You just want to get your quick taps in. And then you could just practice like this. Tap firing is obviously way easier here because everybody's super close, but I mean, it's really good for practicing close quarter situations. You know, they're a little bit close. I'm going to send them back because, you know, I don't need them all in my face, you know, because obviously you're going to be fighting people from different distances, so it's good to practice across all distances. And anyway, if you just practice flicking across the map, it will be super useful in actual games. When people come from corners you don't suspect them to come from, it's just going to be a massive help. And also practicing your spray down from like across the map is super useful, because usually across the map people are not going to be able to kill you as quickly, so if you're able to spray them down, as I can't, then you're going to be able to kill them way quicker than they can kill you. Also practice strafing in the middle, because obviously you don't want to be a standing still target, because then you're just easy to kill. And yeah, once you've done a little bit of practice of that, a lot of pros use this map, and they use these settings just to practice, you know, before they get into game, because it warms up your arm, it warms up your mouse movement, so you're ready to actually, you know, fight in an actual game. And there's a bunch of different settings you can change. You can make them move around. You can make them strafe around a little bit with AD. You can change the setting at which they do it and the speed. So if you want to practice, it's going to be considerably harder than just hitting a standing still guy. As you can see, I can't even hit one. But practicing with this is also pretty helpful because, you know, with SMGs and shotguns, people are always going to be strafing. So you're going to need to be able to shoot them as they're strafing, or else they're going to kill you before you can kill them. But yeah, if you just want to practice your muscle memory, you can take this off and just practice shooting stationary targets. And yeah, that's pretty much a little bit of a practice that you can do. As I said before, a lot of pros use it before their games, and it really does improve your muscle memory to be able to hit shots that you normally wouldn't if you didn't actually practice like this. And once you're done with this and you've done all the taps that you want to do, then you could just go to a little deathmatch server as I'm showing you. Just hop out, quit, go to play CSGO, go to Deathmatch, and whichever map you want to go to. I actually go to Dust. I don't even really like Dust, but you know, on maps like Nuke and stuff, there's so many little corridors that you don't always have action going on. But with Dust 2, it's always open and you can always find someone to shoot at, so I just feel like it's a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more practice for your time, so you can just jump into that as well. And it appears our Chicken Little has found our match. Now once you're here, you probably know how Deathmatch works. Just jump into the game and choose whichever weapon you think you're going to use a ton, and then just practice with it. Now this is obviously a little bit more immersive, I guess you could say, than the actual aimbots training, because you're playing against real people who are actually strafing and shooting back at you. So it is considerably better training in some ways, but it doesn't actually improve your flicking ability quite as much as the training does. And yeah, generally this is also a pretty good way to just practice, especially before a game. But overall, aimbots is probably the best way to improve your accuracy and just get better at the game overall. And don't forget, the most important thing is always to practice with the auto, because if you don't, then what's going to happen when you pick up the auto? That's inevitably going to be dropped on the 15th round when the enemy team is really angry. And yeah, just remember to practice with the auto 16 hours a day. If you don't, that's what's going to happen. I haven't been putting in my auto hours, so yeah, don't forget to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you do these things consistently or before every single comp match that you play, then you'll probably be pretty good and improve your aim significantly. Anyway, that's pretty much how you improve your aim in CSGO. Thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot that you checked out my video, and yeah, peace.